All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Can't Report That podcast. Sorry if I'm a little out of breath. We were just doing push-ups, and I feel like I won, but anyway, that's a different story.
Just because you did 25 and I did 26, that means you lost.
You stopped and then did more after, and I could have done more than 25. I stopped because I already beat you, but either way.
But I didn't put my knee down. Anyway.
But and those are small numbers. Like,
we stopped just because we had to start recording.
Yeah, we also did some before. So.
We did another 26.
I realized how weak that sounds. So 25.
Yeah, I know, right?
But anyway,
that's so funny.
Yeah,
we did 26 earlier.
Where was it? Oh, yeah. So we'll jump right into it, but first, Q,
Oliver,
and Sky.
All right, let's roll that intro.
Radio check. Loud and clear. Dispatch, be advised, following episode contains stories that were definitely not in the post orders. We're talking graphic content, excessive profanity, and things HR told us to never speak of again. Listener discretion is advised. Copy that.
So we all worked at the same place. We worked other places, but we all worked at the same place, right? I got some, not so much funny stories, but some like funny situations that we could kind of all relate to. We work at this like train station. The walls are just windows, right? The entire three sides of the buildings are three sides of the building are windows. Then one side's walls were just windows and a door, right? When you go through a turnstile, so you're on a train, you gotta go through these doors that wall the windows, right? How many times have you seen idiots walk into these windows?
oh my God, like every day.
Yep.
Like, I think we should probably start off with just some funny. I saw a lady walk into the window and I think she broke her nose. I think I told you about that. This old lady, like she broke her glasses. She hit that window so hard, like her glasses broke. And then she literally, all right, so there's sliding doors. There's three sliding doors, and then between the sliding doors are like sitting on the floor windows, right? Or floor, whatever. Any intelligent person could tell the difference. This lady full speed, boom, hits the window at full speed, wobbles, goes through the door like this, and then boom, down on the other side of the fucking thing. I'm standing there, and at first, I laughed, as you do when somebody walks into a window. She hit the window, I was like, haha. And then I saw her go down. I was like, oh shit. And I was on the other side like this fence. So I had to jump the fence, run over to her. Her glasses are broken. There's a crowd of people around her making sure she's okay. Blood's pouring out of her nose and shit. And she's just like all dazed and stuff. She refused any medical attention she got and just kept moving with people helping her. She was probably at least like 70. But that's just one. There's been about like
When you and me were there, when that lady ran into the window
which one?
with
Because there's a lot.
with the trooper there.
I
So it was like the last
just go
week.
ahead. I don't.
Oh,
I don't remember.
okay. So last week, I was there. Like literally, the last week I was there, and you and I we were behind the turnstiles like we normally do, making sure people don't sneak through. And one of the troopers was there talking with me, because I think you were on the other side, I was on this side, and the old lady, she went through, and then she looked for her husband, was waiting for her husband, and just kept walking like while looking at her husband. And just as she turned back to walk in and bam, hit it. I was like,
I don't remember that.
Really?
I'm sure it happened. There's so many I don't remember them anymore.
Yeah. And it was so funny because I was like, oh, and even the trooper was like, you know how you want to laugh, but you're not supposed to. So then like the trooper was able to like, oh, ma'am, are you okay? And then like, I was like, but then, like when you want to laugh at something, but you don't want to do it to their face, right? You want to wait for them to leave.
I'm not good at that.
Well, I was holding it. I was waiting for her to leave. But then she was sitting there because her husband was having a tough time getting through the turnstile. So he's like sitting there. She's already hit this window sitting there. I'm like,
Are you sure that was me? I don't remember this.
you were there with me. Yeah.
I don't remember this at all.
It was on a. It would have been on a Monday.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember that.
Oh. Yeah. No, that happened. And
Fucking
then,
birds used to hit the windows.
Oh,
Remember that?
Yeah,
they would be like angels.
Yeah.
We'd have like imprints on the windows or even like every time somebody hit the window, there'd be like a face print. And they purposely, when they clean the window, they leave that spot just so the face print would be there for like a month.
Yeah.
And then, weren't you working when Vince put a frame around?
Yep. Yep. So there was a guy that hit it so hard. He hit it so hard that his mustache, beard, and everything was imprinted on the window. Like, and he was an older guy. Just he literally. So let's see if I can get in here. So he starts walking through the turnstile. The door. Okay, so you got the doors right here. You have a window, and then you have another set of doors. Right. He went right. He was drunk, but he went right for the doors. Perfectly right for the doors. And right as the doors open, he was like, "Those aren't the doors," and right into the window. He walked into it like that was the door. Just bam, hit his head so hard. And he's like one of the regular drunks, so he would always fall, or he was always drunk. And he left, and when he left, there was eye marks, nose mark, mustache, mouth, his whole face.
I didn't see when it happened, but yeah, it was so good, bro. They took blue tape, like the painting tape, made a frame around it. And it was there for about 2 months.
When did
like 2 months.
Did they finally take that shit off?
Yeah, they took it down.
Oh, okay.
But like,
yeah, they framed it. Right, it was so good that they framed it. Yeah.
That was one of the best ones.
What about, you remember you told me this, you sent about the guy that fucking, he's always got to be first on the boat, and he always runs into people. So you guys tried getting him with the doors.
So he didn't walk into it. We just kind of locked it.
You tried.
No, we locked the door.
No, yeah, we locked the door.
Yeah, but he didn't run into him.
No, he didn't run into. The whole point wasn't for him to run into windows. It was
He
just
would stand there.
Oh,
yeah, we just try to mess.
You and me did that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're assholes.
But you should tell who that person is.
I'll tell that story. I want to go back to some window story because there's some funny. But this one, all right. So we had this one guy. Every day he had to be the first one, like through the turnstiles, first one on the train. Like literally, he'd be at the turn because they line up, they leave at a certain time, and he'd just be there.
Wait. Are you talking about that story? Hold on. Explain to them why we decided to start messing with him.
Oh no, I was gonna do the backstory.
Okay.
You talking about the bathroom?
Yes, I am.
I was gonna do that too. But so this guy always has to be the first one. And if somebody passes, he'll race people. Like if somebody passes, like once he's in front, he'll walk. The second somebody passes him, he starts running. But all right, so
like it's Black Friday 2002. Like that's like he's got to be the friend. He'll fucking knock anybody out of the way.
Oh yeah, he'll like literally like bump people out the way.
And he's a big dude. He's not
like not tall, but he's like,
burly.
Yeah.
But all right, so one day I'm in the bathroom. I don't think I was checking the bathroom. I think I went to like use the bathroom, or maybe I did check the bathroom, but I wasn't expecting it. Like I didn't.
No.
Like you know when you look in the bathroom, but
you went to wash your hands because we just dealt with another situation.
Okay, I knew I was in the bathroom for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's right because I saw him in the mirror.
Yep.
So I went to the bathroom. I'm at the sink washing my hands, and like you know when you could kind of see in the stalls, the doors don't fully line up, and there's like that gap.
Yep.
I wasn't looking. I'm washing my hands, but in the mirror, I just see this, right? So I'm like, what the fuck? So then I turn around, and sure enough, he has his headphones on. He has his headphones on. He's like this, staring at his phone, and he's just like, whatever. So I'm like,
no.
What?
Then you called me.
But I didn't tell him. I was like, hey, bro, come here. And he's like, what? I was like, it's like, look in the mirror. And he's like, well, I was like, just look. And then he looks and he's like, what the fuck?
I literally was like, what the fuck?
I didn't tell him why. Right? So then we knock on the door in the middle. He like tries to turn it off. And we're like, hey, man.
Is everything all right in here? We're like, everything all right in here? And he goes, yeah. He goes, I was just sleeping. He goes, I was just sleeping. And we're like, okay, because we got a report of someone doing something inappropriate in here.
Right. That's
what Q said. And And then he was like, no, I'm not doing anything. He goes, I was just sleeping. You just woke me up. Like, he literally like went full on to the whole sleeping. So we didn't know who it was, though.
Yeah, yeah, we didn't know. Because he was a regular. We already knew, like, we saw him every day. And we at that point, we were already, like, laughing at him because it's being the whole first thing. Yeah. But then realized it was him.
And then
when he came out, it was like, oh, shit.
And then the worst part was, after watching him do that, we went outside, remember? And
he didn't wash his hands.
He didn't wash his hands. He came walking out, and Q goes, bro, you're going to go in there and wash your hands? And the guy kind of looked at us, he goes, like, he was like, do I have, like, he almost like, do I, like, look at us, like, do I have to?
Yeah, go wash your hands.
And then, and then he was like, dude, you need to go wash your hands, right?
And then he faked it.
Yeah, he literally went in, and then he ran out.
He went in the door. I'm like, bro, go wash your hands. He's like, and then he walks to the door, and then goes like this and comes back out.
Yeah, like faster though. He like walked, he walked right by us. Yeah.
But
so then we really started messing with him.
Yeah.
At that point. So now, because we wanted to make sure, there's an actual reason why we're messing with him. It wasn't just because we were messing with him.
It just put him on the radar, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So one day, boy, I remember that one to a T. One day, I was working with Q. Q comes up and we were like, there he is. He's
we were all, even the supervisor.
Yeah.
The supervisor was in it. So like there was no gang in trouble. Like locked the door. She's like, hell yeah, she was laughing. She thought it was funny.
Yeah. So he runs literally when he gets to the turnstile. Doesn't matter who's in his way. He'll push it out of the way. And he was at the end. So we left the two that other people could go through. But then there's 3 doors, and so that he was at the very end. We're like, dude, he's gonna go through the end. So, so anyway, so Q comes up. He's like, dude, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shut this door. And we're gonna put a cone in front of it, right? And I was like,
no, I didn't put a cone. I locked it. So it didn't.
Yeah.
So like I locked it so
it wouldn't open.
It wasn't locked. It was just I turned the sensor off.
Yeah.
So like when you walk up to it, it wouldn't open. You have to manually open it.
Yeah. And so we did it, right? And I sat on one end, you sat on the other, or I sat in the middle. We sat really close to it because we wanted to watch it really close, right? And when he came through and like almost ran into it. Like literally like, here's the door. He walked up and he was like waiting for it to open because he was like, okay, why is it not opening? Then when he realized it's not going to open, he turned and went away, and we were laughing so hard. So then we unlocked it, but then he took off running, and didn't he push like an old person?
He always pushed people out the way.
He pushed someone out of the way to get it. Then when we were with the other guy, and you made that other guy race him.
Yeah. I remember who it was. There's another guy. You ever see the guy that always comes in and he's always like, hey, how about those Mariners, man? Blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, he'll talk your ear off about baseball, whether you care or not. Like, he's Mariners season. I haven't seen him this season, surprisingly. But every game he comes in, he's like, hey, blah, blah, blah. I thought he lived like at the other stop, but he just takes a round trip. Like, he goes to a game, takes a round trip, and I guess he lives in Seattle because he leaves and goes home. So, I don't know. But that guy comes in, he's like, hey, man, the Mariners, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, bro, do me a favor, because he's always, like, high energy. Like, he's always ready to go. And I was like, all right, you see that guy right there with, like, the purple hat? It's like, he's going to try to be the first in the boat. Don't let him. And he's like, that guy? I'm like, yeah. And he knew we were, like, he's looking, like, because we're a distance from him, but he's looking like, what the fuck are they? Like, he could tell, right? So much so that he got like this and he was ready to go. Like, he knew we were setting him up. So he's like this, and they're like, all right, like, now loading, and he's ready to go. And as soon as he went, the other guy went, and he looked at him, and then 2 of them are like running. Like, yeah, good times.
That's okay. There's so many times me and Q have thrown each other under the bus. Remember the guy that you said that you swore that I was on drugs? Fucking asshole. And then we seen him regular the other day, remember?
I see him at least like once or twice a week.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Bro, this
did I tell
guy...
you about that? The guy that...
No.
This dude walks in.
That was like the last week I was there too or something, yeah.
Probably, yeah. This dude walks in drunk for no reason at all. Like, he walks in.
It's 9:45, by the way. So, like, we're about to get off. Like, we're about to leave. And me and Q were talking, we're watching the thing, and we're kind of sitting there chatting and watching the as people are loading. This guy walks through the turnstile. I didn't even see him because I was watching like people walk by, make sure no one got, and then Q was watching. And then anyway, so I was like looking at Q at the saying, this guy walks up
Directly to him.
Directly to me. He goes, hey, you can always get sober anytime.
He's like, hey man, you gotta get off that stuff.
Yeah.
But he's drunk, so he's like stumbling. He's like, you gotta get off that stuff. And then I was like, thank you. We've been telling him that.
And then he comes back. Then he stumbles back and he's like, no, man. He goes, everybody can get clean. Trust me. You can do it. You can do it. He goes, I believe in you. You can do it, right? Freaking Q's over here like, yeah, man. Like, he looks at me. Q's looking at me like, yeah, come on, man. Like, everyone, you need to get clean or whatever. And the guy's
but
like.
It was also K2 and
yeah.
Like, we were all, no, K1. It was
Yeah.
K1 and the other guy. Like, the three of us just, like, ganged up.
100%. And then the guy freaking, he goes, it's okay, man. Here, this'll help. And he goes and he gives me a hug.
Did he hug you? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
he hugged me. You told him to. You're like, he needs a hug. He's just down on his luck or something like crap like that. And the guy hugged me. And I'm like, all right. And I was like, because this is only 3 weeks after freaking the Billy hug. Yeah.
Bro,
Freaking-
for no reason. As he scanned his ticket, walked through, looked at Skylar, and was like, hey man, you need to get off that stuff for no reason at all. Like,
Yep. And I had no defense because as soon as that happened, by the time I could think of a response, Q was already over like, I know, man, I've been telling him this whole freaking time. I'm like, what the hell?
We try to get him on the 12-step program. He doesn't even know what the fucking first step is.
And then he backed up. Like, he was leaving, and he's like, yeah. He's like, no, it's all right, man. You got this. I believe in you. I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some good times.
He's clean now.
No, I was never dirty. No, I was never dirty. No. That, especially for, nope. Nope. Not one time have I ever, nope. I don't do any of that BS.
There was a guy who I in my mind thought he should got off that stuff. There was this kid, and it was like, I think it was my second shift, so it was after my grave shift, doing a double into my day shift, and I was working with her, you know.
Okay.
One of our female partners that we usually work with a lot.
The one that was like his regular partner?
The younger one, the youngest one.
Grave shift?
The day shift.
Oh, okay.
She came in the morning.
All right, I'm like, she doesn't do grave. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
And it was just like a slow day. Just like just nothing really exciting or big or whatever. And we had this one, at least she was patrolling somewhere else. I was in the terminal and we were switching, kind of just patrolling, whatever. Like I said, the terminal was pretty much empty. It was a slow day, nothing was, but this kid walks in and he's just got like a hoodie on, sunglasses, a backpack, and he's just walking in all slow, just like to go use the bathroom or whatever. But I could tell like he's not gonna ride the train or whatever. So I was like, all right, I'll just let him go to the bathroom, do his business, and see how long he's in there. And every once in a while, will go in there and like kind of peek as I check the bathrooms or whatever. And he's not like in a stall or anything like that. He's literally just standing above the sink. And he's the what do you call it? The baby changing table that's down, and he has his bag on there. And some of his stuff, like his backpack looks empty. He just has a whole bunch of little small stuff in it. Yeah. And some of the small stuff fell on the ground, just like a bunch, I don't know, just little stuff. And he's standing above this, like, it looks like he's like washing his hands or whatever. But I let time go by and I came back maybe like 10 minutes later or whatever. And he's still in that same position with the water running. And he's just staring, like he's just like doing this shit over the sink or whatever. And I go in there and I think I went, first time I let it go by, the second time I'm like, okay. So I wait another, again, by let time go shorter, make guys like 5 minutes go by or whatever. Now he has a fucking pineapple.
What?
He has a whole fucking pineapple in the sink, like as if like he was like gonna clean it or wash it or whatever. Like it was like just a whole pineapple, and it wasn't cut yet or anything like that. But then I was just like, okay. And then, like I said, he wasn't really doing anything. Like, so I was just like, all right, I'll let more time. I want to see what happens. So I was like, let me come back another 5 minutes. Let's see what he does next. Like, I didn't really have to talk to him. And like, I come back or whatever. And I think he hasn't cut it yet. But his hands are sticky. So it might have been punctured or whatever. I don't know. But I started talking to him. I was like, hey, you doing okay? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm good. How are you? I'm good. And I was like, you riding the train today? And he was just like, nah, I just had to use the bathroom. And but he's like slow, like it's hard to get words out because he's just slowly responding and stuff like that. And he's like, but it's like, I can tell he's like, not a problem. He's just, whatever he's high on, he's just slow and enjoying that ride. And I was like, okay. And then I kind of just let him be. And I come back every once in a while. And then I think after like 2 more times, I was just like, dude, what's going on? Like, I was like, what's with the pineapple? And he's just like, I was cleaning it. And I was like, okay. And I was like, well, hey, if you're not riding the train today, I gotta have you exit the bathroom because they gotta get cleaned or whatever. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he comes out, and then I think he doesn't sit down or anything, but he just kind of stands by the doors. And then he walks outside, he comes back in, goes to the bathroom again. And I'm just like, oh my God. And I finally told him, I was like, hey man, you gotta go. If you're not riding the train or whatever, you gotta go. And he's like, all right, okay. And then he kind of stands outside for a little bit, like over the railing, and I helped him pick up some of his stuff in the bathroom because he's just so fucking slow. And anyway, he's chilling, hanging out, whatever. And he's like, he asked me, he's like, is it okay if I hang out right here? And I was like, yeah, that's fine, but preferably, if you're not gonna ride, you gotta hang out off the property right there. And I point us over to the bridge. He's like, oh, okay. And then he goes over there, and he's like over there for like the rest of my shift. Like, this was like first contact was like around like 10:30 a.m. And he's just hanging out over the bridge the whole time.
Did he ever eat the pineapple?
No, he just fucking held it. Like, it was weird. And then eventually, like he sat down on the bridge, just like with like his feet are kind of just like people were kind of having to walk around him. And he finally, like, he's kind of going through his stuff, like organizing stuff slowly, like people do. And then eventually, like, he just like decides to lay down and take a nap. But like, we're patrolling, so I could see him, like, he's not bothering anybody. And eventually, I think nobody came up to us or told us anything. But eventually, I saw the what do you call it? The other security guys that walk. They wear the tan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I guess they kind of have like more like medical stuff. So they came up to him because somebody, I guess, talked to them and said that there was like a medical issue. Like that guy seems dead, but he's not. Like, because I'd watch him and I'd see him move every once in a while, and eventually, like, I told my partner, and then we're kind of just like watching, so he went to the hospital. Like, I don't know what the problem was. Like, he seemed fine. He just seemed like he took him to the hospital? Yeah. Like the ambulance came and got him, and like, but like he was like, I saw him like on the gurney, like he was still like responsive and stuff. But yeah, I don't know what happened. But like it was just a weird occurrence of a guy in the bathroom with the pineapple. So I have a picture of him too.
I want you to tell a story, but next topic for the next podcast, it's going to be injuries that we've had to deal with on site.
All right. So we're talking about the post PD. They're the ESU or the ESU guys. That's who you're talking with. So or is it CSU? Is it Community Service Unit, right? I think it's CSU. Whatever.
No.
It is ESU?
No, he's talking about the security ones, right? Are you talking about the blue and the
the ones that wear the black and brown.
Yeah, they're ESU.
All right, yeah.
They're Enforcement Security Unit or something.
Yeah, something like that. So I have a funny story with this one. I don't think I mentioned it on the podcast yet. I know you guys remember the foot.
Oh, yeah.
I should be doing it for the injury one next time.
Nobody was injured though.
Oh, okay.
So these same guys, I don't remember. I wasn't with either one of you.
I was with you.
No,
it was me and you working. All right.
No, I thought you were with David.
No, I guess it was me. Yeah. Oh. So, I forgot what happened. I went downstairs for whatever reason, and when I was on the sidewalk, I see the ESU guys, and so if you're in Seattle, like near the waterfront, you'll notice like the sidewalks have these little like square like
glass.
squares,
Yeah.
right? So if you're up like by First Ave or whatever, or Second Ave, that goes down to the Seattle Underground, like the old Seattle where they built the city on top of the city and all that. If you're down by the waterfront, it's just water, which is where we are, right? So walking down the street, and there's 3 issue guys, and they're just staring at the sidewalk, right? So I walk over, I'm like, hey, what's going on? And all I see is, as I approach, one of the glass things is out of the sidewalk, and there's a foot just sticking out of it. I have the picture. I'll give it to you so you could put it in here.
I think that footage is still out there. A lot of people were taking footage of stuff like that.
Yeah, there's just a foot sticking out of the sidewalk, right? So we're like, what the fuck? So they said, they're like, yeah, we were going down the street. They're walking down the sidewalk, and they see a foot, right? Now, they said like 3 or 4 days before that, they found a leg in a garbage can, but it turns out it was like those realistic mannequin legs. So in the garbage can, I guess somebody called in like a leg or something, but they were right there. And when they looked, it was fake. So that was like 3 days before. Now they're here and there's a fucking foot sticking out the street. So they thought it was fake. But then they heard somebody yelling, help, help. So this lady, right next to where we were, there's a beach. This lady went on the beach. From the beach, she went under the sidewalk. She walked along the water, went under the sidewalk. Now she's not on the beach anymore. Now she's under the street, under the sidewalk. The tide came in. She started getting stuck. She couldn't get back out, so she kicked out the light, which is pretty fucking impressive. I don't know how she did it, but she kicked the light out to try to get help from somebody, or not to kick the glass out to try to get help from somebody. But apparently her foot just got stuck up. Whatever. But yeah, that shit was funny. Fire department had to come. She had to get the sidewalk open. Thankfully, it's where the sidewalk goes into the pier, so they have there would be a gap there, but they have a metal plate. So and it was right where she was, so they just got the metal plate up, and then they were able to bring her up. They get her up. She's butt naked. She was high as fuck, right? So I guess she was in the beach. She got high. I don't know if she took her clothes off on the beach and then walked under.
And then you
or
think
she
maybe
went
the
under
water took her
pier.
clothes and...
Maybe she went under the pier first and then took her. I don't know what happened, but she was also bald. Or not bald, but kind of like how your hair is, like Skylar's hair. She shaved her head and everything. So she's under the pier, butt naked, no hair, foot sticking out the fucking sidewalk. So once they got down there and she was naked, they're like, all right, get the blankets, make a perimeter so they could cover her up. And she's like, I'm not going to the fucking house. She didn't want the blankets on. She's like, I'm not going anywhere. They're like, yes, you are. She's like, no, I'm fine. But so they had to strap her down and take her. But that's she would have drowned. If she didn't pick that fucking glass out, she would have just drowned. And I guess eventually the tide would have washed her out, and then we would have found her later. And nobody would know where she came from. They probably think she floated from wherever. Meanwhile, she was right there. But yeah, that shit was funny. I still have that picture. It's just a foot sticking out of the sidewalk. Makes no sense. To this day, it's still one of the most random things I've ever seen. But yeah.
All right. You got to tell the story about the black dude that was naked in the bathroom.
Wait, which one is that? The one with you and David?
Yeah.
Yeah, was it me and David?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He sent us a text and was like, guys, this is what I'm dealing with. And then you called us and you were telling us what was going on, and we were, dude, we were dying laughing.
I was dying laughing. I laughed in his face, bro. And all right, so yeah, doing the patrol. We go in the bathroom. We didn't. Again, it's one of those things whenever you know something's going on in the bathroom, it's always something simple. When you don't know something's going on in the bathroom and you walk into some shit, that's always when it's the funniest. So I walk in the bathroom. I go through the door. And there's a butt naked dude in front of me washing his ass. He's literally, he had a pink glove on. He had one glove, Michael Jackson style, one pink glove, and he's bent over, soap, his hand, he had hospital soap. He had pink glove, and then he had a bottle of that green hospital soap. It was on the sink, and his hands all soapy, and he's just like washing his ass. And I'm like, I walk in, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? and he's like, what? And I'm like, bro, you can't do it. He's like, I'm washing my hands. I'm like, dude, you can't do it. He's like, please leave, sir. Please. And I'm like, I'm not like, obviously I didn't want to stay, but it's like, you can't dismiss me right now. You're standing in the, he wasn't in the stall. You walk through the door, he's right there. Like he's at the sink, just just butt naked, bent over, scrubbing his crack. Not like his cheeks. He's in, but like just, I'm like, bro, you gotta go. And he's like, he's like, sir. I'm gonna get it out. I got it. All right. He's like, sir, I got fucked.
Oh, I forgot about that.
He's like, I got fucked. It was 12 inches.
Almost third.
Even if you see a naked dude washing their ass, you're not prepared. you're not prepared for that. He's like, yeah, I got fucked. It was 12 inches. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't even remember what I said. Because, again, I wasn't ready for it. But I'm still like, bro, you gotta fucking go. Like, and then, like, oh, shit. Yeah, he's like, please just leave. Just leave. I'm like, I can't leave you here like this, bro. Like, oh, yeah, when he's like, I got fucked. It was 12 inches. I'm like, do you want me to call an ambulance? That's what I remember. That's what. And he's like, no, just leave. I'm like, are you sure? Because if you're in pain and like you need medical attention, like whatever. And then that's when he's like, and he just got dressed and left. Oh shit, I forgot all about that. Oh man.
Should ask, does it sting? Fucking wiping all that soap.
That was
Didn't you ask him like what was the 12 inches? He's like, I got fucked. Like 12 inches. Did you say like
12-inch what?
Oh. Yeah, when you're like a 12-inch what? Like
I don't remember. Like literally I completely forgot about that until just now. Like, oh man. Like I did not remember that story at all until right now.
Me and him were dying laughing when you called us about it. Like you were like, because I remember you were laughing so hard. You called us like on your lunch, and you were like, bro, you gotta know what just happened, right? And you were pretty much laughing like that the whole time. And when oh man, we were laughing our ass off.
And he was he wasn't tall. Actually, he was short. Like he was short. He was probably like 5'6" or 5'7", but he was like a big dude. And I walk over, he wasn't like standing up. He was bent over, completely bent over, like
he really took 12 inches.
Like he was trying to take 12 more. Like I walked in, he was bent over, and he was just scrubbing like in. I'm like, and again, I don't expect that. I stepped through the door, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, sir, I got fucked. Why? Why are you sharing this info with me, bro?
Oh my god.
Oh man.
All right. Well, since we're jumping in that one, let's jump into the other one with the other naked guy. And the bike.
That was me and you.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
So in the train terminal, there's not supposed to be any bikes or scooters or anything like that.
And there's signs at the door that say, yeah.
Yeah. And this homeless guy came in with a bike And we kind of seen him before, so we knew like to watch out or whatever. And we were only on our shift for 15 minutes.
It was the beginning.
Yeah.
This story escalates, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
This is like 5 stories in one.
Yeah. It's actually crazy. Yeah. So we start our shift, right? First shift, we do all of our rounds, right? And, once the train loads, we go and check the bathrooms, make sure no one's like lingering. I remember we go into the bathroom and there's a bike. And we were like, what the fuck? Why, where's this bike come from? And then there's a guy in the stall. So we go and pound on the door. I remember you and me were together because we went to the bathroom together and we're like, hey, there's a bike in here. And I remember we were talking about and I was like, yeah, there was a homeless guy that came in and it's an aggressive guy. It's a regular guy, right?
Yeah.
Me and Chloe hits on the stall. He's like, hey, you can't. He's like, you can't have your bike in here. And he throws the door open, butt ass naked. And he's like, we didn't even say anything about a straw. He literally was like, no, that straw's for my drink. And we were like,
shit, he was doing, yeah. I forgot about that part, yeah.
So he dropped his straw. So like, he was like, I'm fine. I'm going to the bathroom, whatever.
He was snorting.
Yeah, dropped his straw. And literally he had like one of those metal, like not Stanley Cup, but the metal ones with like, where you have to actually unscrew the lid or whatever. And he's like, and the straw was like a little tiny plastic, like whatever. And he's like, and Q looks back and he goes, dude, you dropped your straw. And he throws the door open, no clothes, butt naked, everything swinging out, comes out. He's like, no, look, I'm not doing anything. And we
just started our shift.
Yeah. And we're like, bro, what the fuck? Why are you naked? And we're like, you just dropped a straw. You're like, that straw's for my cup on my bike. And we're like, that little straw that's cut to this big is not for your, whatever.
Yeah.
So then we're like, get dressed, get out. Like, right? Get out. So we went and we waited about 5-10 minutes for him to get out. So then
while we're waiting for him, the other guy comes in.
Yeah, another guy with the dog or whatever. Like, he's a regular guy with the dog.
Yeah.
And you were telling me, and he went to the bathroom too, didn't he?
Yeah, so before we went to the bathroom, the guy with the dog, we kicked him out.
Yeah.
So the guy with the dog, because he wasn't writing, he was just hanging out. And he's a regular grave shift guy. Remember, there's like a short black guy, his girlfriend's like a tall white lady. They would always get arguments and shit with staff.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so it was him.
Okay.
It was him. Never seen him with a dog before. Now he had like this cute little pit bull. Dog was actually kind of friendly, but I think he was just. We got there. They said he was there for like an hour or two. Train was leaving. He didn't get it, so it's like, hey, bro, if you're not using the train, you gotta go. So he leaves. After we kick him out, we go in the bathroom. That's where we see a naked guy. We come out the bathroom. The guy with the dog is walking back in, and then
Yeah. And then the guy with the dog comes back in, and he's like, hey, I think I left my phone in the bathroom. And we're like, because we seen a phone, because we thought,
there was a phone on the sink.
Yeah. So we're like, oh yeah, it's in there on the sink, whatever. So we went in and got it, and he leaves, right? And he goes out. He didn't leave the property. He just went out and sat on the outside area, I guess.
Yeah.
And so then we're sitting there. About 10 minutes go by, and the guy that was naked finally comes out of the bathroom, clothes, and comes up to us, and he's like, did you guys see a phone in the bathroom?
First he walked out the door. He left and then he came back.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So he left, then he came back, and then he comes back up to us and he goes, did you guys see a phone in the bathroom? I think I left my phone in the bathroom. Now, we just told that other guy that there was a phone in the bathroom because he said he left his phone in the bathroom and he went and got it and left. And now this guy's like, where's your phone? Bro, me and Q were like, what the fuck? We were.
And he said, he's like, yeah, I left it in the sink. And we're like, oh shit, that other guy just got the phone. Right?
Yeah. And we were like, uh-oh. And so then, but the guy with the dog was still outside. And we were like, but we told him, we're like, we think he just got a phone off the bat. But that guy started freaking out. I'm gonna fucking fight him. I'm gonna beat his fucking ass. I'm gonna go fight his ass right now. He's gonna give me my fucking phone back. He took my fucking phone. He's like freaking out on like us. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go fucking fight him right now for this phone. And we're like,
bro, like, calm down. Let's talk to him.
We're like, yeah, we'll go talk to him and find out. But then Q's like, let me just call your phone. And bro, calls the guy's phone. and his phone was in his backpack. So like we're sitting here panicking because we're like, oh shit, we just
gave him.
We just gave somebody else his phone, and then like it was literally like it just kept escalating until finally we called his phone. Oh, and then we were so pissed. We're like, are you? Why didn't you look in your backpack before? Right? Telling him, and he's like, and he calmed down. He goes, oh shit, sorry. And then he like literally just laughed. Like, yeah.
I think there was more. I can't remember because
that day was like a full packed day.
Yeah.
I think it was like every 10 minutes we had something. I remember that. That day was like the busiest day you and me had.
Is that the same day? Yeah. All right. So that's the same day where like after that we saw the guy outside that was talking about reptilians and shit.
Yeah.
And then when we were dealing with him, there were the people. And
then we had to take the guy out of the porta potty at the.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god!
Within like the first 2 hours, it was just.
Wait, wasn't that with the DUI guy too? We had to deal with the DUI guy. We had to go down and deal with that DUI guy also after that.
So the one that was pretending he was like an admiral.
Yeah, that was the
Was
Navy.
that the same day?
I think so because we kicked the guy out. Then we went up and they're like, "Hey, we need you guys on the car deck again." And we went back down. Dude, we were
actually all right. So. Fuck this. All right, so all that shit happens with the guy and the phone and the dog and whatever. He leaves. Maybe like 15, 20 minutes later, there's a homeless guy chilling on the side of the building, right? He's just on the floor, like, loitering. So go up to him and we're like, hey, man. I don't even think we were kicking him out. We were just like, hey, you can't lay down right here, like, whatever. And then immediately when he started talking, we knew he was crazy. Like, and he's like, hey, man, did you ever know, like, robots are trying to take over the world? Like, he's like, just all these weird conspiracy shit. So we started fucking with him right away. He's like, oh, that's what I told him, the whole glitching thing. He's like,
well, we started with my eye. Yeah. And we were telling him how one of our officers is actually a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who it is.
Yeah. We were like, our officer, we were like, yeah, one of our officers is actually a robot.
Very robotic.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Anyway, and then he's like, what? And I go, no, seriously. And then I was like, and someone stole my eye. And I was like, we're telling him how like a scorpion, he started going like a scorpion poked my eye out, like stung my eye out or whatever. And the guy's like, he goes, you got to be careful of those freaking reptilians, right?
Well, first when he was talking about the robots, remember I was like, you could tell when they're robots because they'll start glitching and they'll be talking to you and then they're just like, I can't even do it now, but I literally was like glitching when I was talking to him.
And we were like, yeah, we have an officer just like that. Like literally, and then we were telling him how then reptiles, and then that's when you were saying the glitchy, because then you're like, yeah, the reptiles. He goes, yeah, when they start walking and all of a sudden they glitch and they start like, they're like, they glitch ahead, and he's like, yeah. So we're messing with this guy when we get a call, because like we were in the middle of messing with this guy, get a call, and we're like, hey, we need you guys down at
this is when
the parking area.
Before they had bathrooms downstairs, so they still had the porta potties.
Yeah. So
remember like the big porta potties?
Handicap ones, yeah. So we're like, hey, we need security down, on the parking lot. And so we went down and we're like, what's going on? And they're like, well, there's 2 people in here. So we go up to them, we're like, hey, we knock on the freaking door. Q's like, hey. And the guy answers. I remember the girl that was saying the guy answers. And he's like, well, I'm going to the bathroom. And he's like, no, there's 2 of you in there. They're not, and then he goes, I'm helping her go to the bathroom, right? He's like, I'm helping her go to the bathroom. And we're like, no, you guys need to leave, right? Like, you need to get out. And then he literally was like, no, I'm helping her, right? So then we ended up opening it, right? Because we were able to like, you grabbed something and it like turned it a little bit and it opened it.
Maybe, I don't remember.
Yeah, because I remember opening it because we're like, no, open it. And he's pulling his pants up.
Cop blocked the fuck out of these 2 homeless people.
He was pissed. But here's the thing. They didn't even know each other.
Yeah, he had just paid her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like he was pulling his pants up and we're like, oh, I thought you were helping her go to the bathroom. And he was like, he gave us like the, whatever, right? They go and we think they're going to leave together because we're thinking like they're together. She
ran off with his money.
She ran one way, he went the other. Yeah. Damn. And we both were sitting there like, we were like, were they not together? Because now we're like, to put it like, so then we go back up and I remember it was like 20 or 30 minutes later. because this is, mind you, this is all within like still 4 o'clock. Like we're still.
We started at 2.
Yeah, we're still not even at 4 yet. And I remember we went up and we only had like 10 minutes free, and literally we could call, we need security on the parking lot again. And so we go down and we're like, what the heck's going on? We're like, oh, this car drove like 80 miles an hour. Like, yeah, hit the lane. No, they hit the lane, gunned it, slammed on the brake, put in reverse, backed up, gunned it, slammed on the brake, came this close to hitting the car in front, backed up, did it again, and then
And
the
this is like a brand new. What's
BMW. It was a
Yeah,
BMW.
this was like 2025 maybe?
Yeah.
And it was
yeah.
brand new. Like this guy had this car for like a month.
Yeah. And so
And it was
the guy,
a high, not just a regular BMW, like a high-end one, like
Yeah.
$100,000.
and it was a brand new off the lot Mustang.
The car that he was
electric
pulling
one.
up to.
Yeah. So the Mustang in front, and the guy is he backed up again 4 times. 4th time he backed up, and then when he hit it forward, bam, right into the car in front of him, and like did a pretty significant damage actually for that car. Anyway, so we get called for that, right? We go down, and we, you know how we talk about how there's like troopers on that work with
Not
us as
that
well.
day.
Yeah, not that day. They were doing like some training stuff or whatever. So that day was, yeah, I remember because all those stuff happened with no troopers. Anyway, so we had to go talk to this guy. Bro, this guy, he's already out of the car by the time we get down there. I remember that. And he's like,
He could barely stand.
oh, dude, he's like literally with his keys. He's like, and we're like, bro, you all right? You know, like, you okay?
He's like, if you want to arrest me, just fucking arrest me.
Yeah. And he's like, I am a Navy. I am a first operating officer of the
He
Navy.
said he was an admiral. Yeah.
Admiral of the Navy. He's like, I'm Admiral of the Navy. He's like, you could check my credentials. He's like, I have to get back to work. And like, he's fucking like hammered, bro. Like hammered. And then he's like, and then he grabbed his key and threw the keys in the car because he's like, oh, you didn't catch me, like, you know how they play it, whatever. And then then the guy in front came, they switched information real quick. They did the stuff they're supposed to do for insurance. And then we had to keep him under wrap, and that was funny as fuck. Bro,
Because it took trooper. It was a while before a cop showed up.
like
So
30
we-
minutes
Yeah.
or more. And so we're trying to keep this guy he's trying to walk anywhere and everywhere. Like not even leave. He's just trying to walk, like there's cars like going by him because they're when they're
it was
directing
summertime.
traffic. Yeah.
It was summertime, so like when the parking lot gets full.
Yeah.
So he was boxed in. There was no going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like,
And he's like, I'll just leave. It's like, no, the fuck you won't.
yeah.
Like,
No, yeah. We're like,
he's
no,
like,
man.
if you want to arrest me, then he went like this. He's like, just arrest me. I'm like, no, it's okay. You're not getting. I lied. I'm like, you're not getting arrested. You're fine.
Yeah. And we literally, and he just like, and he kept walking from like his car around, and then he kept going up to the one in front, and he's like, are you okay? He's like, are you okay? The guy in front wasn't even in his car. The guy in front was off the, he went to go get like a snack or something, so when he came back is when it was happening. So he's like, yeah, I was in the car, and the guy's like, are you okay? I hope I didn't hurt you when I hit the car. Like he was like literally like freak, like but he was so calm. He was like, yeah, he's like, and then he's like, all right, what should we do now, guys? He literally was like, what should we do now, guys? And we're like, no, we're just gonna stay here, bro. We're just chilling, we're just talking to you. He's like, all right, cool. He was like, he literally like for 30 minutes, that was a crazy day. That was within 3 hours of our shift.
And then when the trooper showed up, turns out he's not only is he not admiral, he's not even in the Navy.
He's not
Like,
even in the military.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that whole shit was all bullshit.
Yep.
Got arrested on the spot, which he would have gotten anyway. Yeah. But the stolen valor part is also kind of funny. But yeah.
We had that day was
That was a hell of a day.
That was a fuck. And I remember it ended with something. I just can't remember what. Is that when the twins? Was that when we ended the day with the twins?
I don't.
The
I don't think
house
so.
burning down. It was. That was the day we ended with them. When we were laughing in the twins' face that their fucking house was burning down.
Like, well, yeah, kind of, but not exactly.
That's right. The knee slap. All
Remember
right.
when he started the whole knee slap thing?
So, okay, we had these two twins. Wow,
They weren't twins.
They're not twins.
They're
They're not twins.
Two girls dressed identically, but they weren't twins.
And look pretty close. They look.
Turns out they're best friends,
Yeah.
right?
And they came in and were like, we're like, are you all twins? Like, just like it was.
So I was like, are you guys twins?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, they didn't even plan it. They bumped into each other. Like they were friends, but they weren't together, and they were both coming to get on the train, bumped into each other. It's like, oh shit, was head to toe, same, like there's like
Same
let's say both had like
same sweater, like literally exact same sweater, same color, everything.
Yeah,
Same
same
white
shoes,
beanie,
like-
same pink, whatever it was.
not the same white shirt, but like they both have white shirts on, blue jeans, same sneakers, same hat. Like it's coordinated, except they kind of ran into each other at the terminal, right? So I look at them, and they looked alike too. Like not exactly alike, but they look close enough. So I was like, "Are you guys twins?" And they're like, "No, we get that all the time. Ha ha ha. We're just friends." And then from there, you continued.
Yeah. So then, we just kind of ran into like a conversation. We just started talking about like where we were all from, like different like parts of the accents and stuff like that. They had like a little bit of an accent, but anyway. So then they were like, "Yeah, our luck has been terrible this week," and we were like, "Or the last 3 weeks have been terrible. Saturdays are a terrible day."
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah,
There was-
Saturday.
So it was.
Yeah.
They're like, it's Saturday. Now the day we did this, it was on a
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
And we were like, and they're like, yes, Saturdays have been terrible for the last 3 weeks, right? Oh, that's right. She had a bandage on her hand, so we were like,
Yeah.
what happened to your pinky? And she's like,
like,
her
her
friend,
dog bit me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her dog ripped my finger off or whatever, or not ripped it off, but like
Yeah.
ate, like the fingernail, or whatever. And we're like, damn, that's not good luck. She's like, oh yeah, our luck's been so bad every Saturday. She's like, the first Saturday, she hurt her knee or something. Second Saturday, the best friend dog chewed on her fingers. And then the day before they showed up, that Saturday, she goes, and
My
yesterday
kitchen
I
burned.
burnt our house on fire.
Well, no,
I caught
yeah,
our
she set the
house.
kitchen on fire,
I
yeah.
caught our kitchen on, our house on fire.
And I was like, I'm looking at her like, what? And then she had the video.
We thought she was joking.
Yeah, she had TikTok.
Yeah, she's like, look, here's the TikTok I made of my house on fire,
Now,
right?
first of all, before we continue, if she's inside recording her kitchen on fire, what the fuck is wrong with the world? If your kitchen's on fire, why you guys stop to get your phone? Hey guys, my kitchen's burned up.
Yeah.
Do something. Like, but anyway, so
Yeah, no, she's literally like, I'm like, oh, look at my house on fire. Goes outside and the smoke just rolling out. She's like, oh, whatever. And bro, he with no cue, with no hesitation, stops.
at least it's not Saturday. But in my defense,
I was dying laughing so hard. They looked at me like, what the fuck are you, like, what the fuck is happening? Like, bro, he hit it, because now we all day.
all day, every shot, like every chance we
joke,
got was a fucking knee slap.
Yep.
So it was already in my head. Like I wasn't trying to be an asshole. Like I was already there. So once she said, I was like, she's like, yeah, my house burned down, blah blah. I was like, at least it's not Saturday.
Yeah.
Look on the bright side. You got 6 more days.
Bro, it was so perfect. We're going to bring back the knee slap, by the way.
No.
Yeah, the fuck we are.
But it was so good. Like they paused, they looked at me like, what the fuck? And then they started laughing.
Well, they were like, I was on the floor dying. Like, they looked at me like, they looked at him like, what the fuck is he laughing about, right? Because he just told them the house on fire. And
Oh, then you had to explain the knee slap. To me.
yeah. And then they started laughing because they were definitely still a little hammered. They had a little bit of alcohol, and then that was pretty much it. Then they kind of just went through. They went wherever they went. I don't even know. But anyway, it was just so funny. But that was all in one day. Like all that. Like we had a crazy.
Remember the whole triple B's thing? Because they're like, yeah, we're triple B's. And I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Basic Bremerton britches. And I'm like, okay. Like, that's what they call themselves.
That's they gave themselves that name. Yeah. That
basic
was,
Bremerton bitches.
Yep.
I'm like, do you?
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us for Can't Report That podcast again. If you haven't seen our other episodes, head back. We got, at this point, we're 14 or 15, something like that. I don't know.
We have at least,
We
it's
have-
like 15 or 16. I don't know what number we're up to.
Yeah, I don't even either. But we have plenty of episodes for you to watch. They're all pretty much funny. We have some scary ones, but if y'all want to send us what you got, you know, we would love to have you on the show. We'd love to, you know, we want to hear your comments. You know, we want to know what we can do better. You know, we take that stuff great.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe, send us some funny videos if you got them. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
See you guys next week.